Hi, everybody, and welcome to an episode of Behind the Body. I'm Andrea.
I'm Anna.
And today we are going to talk about a diet that is sustainable long term. And I realize that this is sort of a broad topic that we could go on for hours about this, but I think we want to be really specific. And actually, when I think about a diet, I actually think of a diet as like a quick fix, something like a keto diet, low carb diet, juice cleanse, like something that's going to help you lose weight, not necessarily body fat, but lose weight quickly. But what we want to talk about is adopting a lifestyle in which is going to help you meet your fat loss goals, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And also, I think when we say diet, the first thing that our brain does is shut down.
Yeah.
You say the word, I'm going to start my diet on Monday, and you already craving chocolate, burgers, everything fat.
Well, before the craving, I think when you say, I'm going to start my diet on Monday, you're already starting to think about the restrictions.
Exactly.
Right? So like what I can't do, I'm not going to be able to eat burgers. I'm not going to be able to eat fries or donuts or whatever. And then automatically your brain is like, no, but I want all that stuff.
Yeah. And it's why, when we're talking about lose weight, it is so connected about the habits. But to keep the way that you want to look like is still about habits. So if you do a diet for a quickly fix, like we think at the first time when we say diet, right? Okay, I'm going to fix that quickly.
Yeah.
No. It is a lifestyle that you're going to need to find the one that works for you.
Yeah.
Because you're going to need to lose weight, and then you're going to need to keep the weight that you want to look like.
Well, let's talk about real quick, like why a quick fix diet doesn't work and why the alternative that we'll talk about is the way to go.
Okay. Right. So let's say that the quick diet, it is the one that you're going to do whatever it takes to lose weight. So if your friend is doing the keto or the juice cleaners or whatever, and then she lost 10, 20 pounds, you're going to say like, it's the one that I'm going to do. Okay, I need to eat like 1,000 calories a day. I'm going to do it. Or I'm going to need to eat only like protein the whole day and veggies. I'm going to do it. The point is that is not sustainable.
Right.
Maybe your friend is still doing that because she find on that diet her lifestyle. She doesn't like much carbs, so she's doing a keto because she prefers fat. Her body responds well, so why not?
Right.
But let's say that she likes you like a lot of carbs, and you're gonna start to do a keto diet. You're gonna be so unhappy doing that. In the first opportunity that you're going to have to eat a carbs, you're going to overeat. And what's going to happen? You're going to hold a lot of water because your body is not using anymore that much of carbs. And you're going to be so disappointed. And you're going to go back and forth.
Yeah.
3-4 days in a restricted diet. And then you make some mistake, like do something that is not going to be good for the diet, the strategy. I don't even like to call it diet.
Agreed.
Because that it's already give the restriction sensation for me.
Yeah.
And I think, as you said, for everybody, you say diet like no bread.
Right.
It's not that.
Right.
Right?
In my mind and in my opinion, there should be no diet, right? For the sake of it, we'll call it that, in which you should have to cut out any foods that you enjoy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I feel like the psychological damage that occurs when we start to be super restrictive in our diets or in our fitness routine, but as it pertains to things we eat, it makes us so food focused and so left feeling like, this void because we're not able to live our lives or enjoy our lives in means of like, just your meal planning throughout the day or social events or just having fun, because we have restricted ourselves so much, right, with the food that we can eat. So, and when we talk about like diets, people who can lose 10 or 20 pounds or more on like a keto diet or Whole30 or, Weight Watchers or Jenny Craig or whatever, right? Like you can lose weight doing that if you can sustain that to with a certain length of time, but like Anna mentioned, sometimes you may be okay on keto diet because you don't like carbs. But if you're somebody who likes carbs, or if you're somebody who likes variety, or you're somebody who likes to, different types of foods for, during different times of the week, that's not going to work for your lifestyle. And when you have the chance to go and eat some of those foods, you have a higher likelihood of just saying, well, fuck it all, and just giving up on your diet altogether. So you're at risk of not just gaining the weight back that you lost, but gaining more weight.
Exactly. And the whole point in life is to be happy, right?
Yeah.
If you are trying to do a diet to lose weight, it's because you want to be happier with your body. And food, it is half of our day is about to be eating, right? Let's say that you have 5 meals a day. Imagine you have 5 meals that you don't like at all.
Right.
You're going to feel miserable.
Or imagine if you don't have 5 meals at all because you're so calorie restrictive. So you give yourself,
2, 3 meals.
Yeah.
And then you start to not get hungry, not because you like do it. No, it's because your metabolism is going down.
Totally.
So it is not sustainable. And when we're talking about lose weight or change your body composition, that is a process. And you can lose 10 pounds in the first month, and your goal was 10 pounds, but you still need to keep going, because it's not only to lose the 10 pounds. Is to get in a better habit, a lifestyle that is gonna support the way that you wanna look like.
Yeah.
Because as when I started to compete, and remember the first time that I met my abs, I was like, oh my God, now I have abs. I thought that I have abs. I was like, I have a leg. I have my leg. Once I have my leg, I'm going to have my leg forever. No. Guess what?
Abs don't work that way.
No. As soon you back to your old reality, your old habits, you're going to get the way back and even more.
Yeah.
So if you want to like results, solid results, what I can say, from my perspective and from everything that I haven't been watching and all the women that I helped so far, it is necessary you to find a way to be happy doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but I'm hungry. Okay, so try to get something that is less calorie. So you're gonna, be full, because it's important. But my metabolism is speeding up and I'm hungry, that is good.
Yeah.
That we cannot do too much.
Right.
But sometimes I love bread, but between have 1 slice of bread and have 3-4 ounces of potato, I'm gonna have potato.
Yeah. I think that the strategy that I think is so good, and I don't know, I don't think many people would incorporate this, but if I was to go on a diet today, right? Make some lifestyle changes. I would write down a list of all the proteins that I enjoy. So may that be chicken, tofu, ground beef, ground turkey, deli meat, eggs, right? Like I would make a list of all of these proteins I enjoy. Then I would make a list of all the carbs I enjoy, be it pasta, rice, potatoes, lentils, etc. And then do the same with your veggies and do the same with your fats. So do you like nuts? Do you like seeds? Do you like nut butters, oils, etc.? And make a list of fruits and start to eliminate the ones that are maybe not advantageous to eat. Like I always think the oils and butter, count it out. It's like, they're just like pointless calories. Sure, they make food taste good, but you can easily adopt a diet without those and get very, very used to it with alternatives. So, and then start to like look at that list and figure out how can I piece these together to build an optimal meal plan for myself, right? And I think of a meal plan as being like lean protein, healthy fats, and fiber, right? Those are like the three most important, I think, for hormonal reasons,
sure.
metabolism, mental, health, right? Like those are the three things.
Husband safety.
Husband safety. Yes. Especially that one. But you know what I mean? I think that is like a very easy way to say like, oh, I can make a diet, a lifestyle diet with the foods I enjoy, right? You just have to put it down on paper and look at it in that way.
Yeah, it is exactly what I do every week with Alan, my husband. We decide what kind of protein we're going to have on the week, what kind of carbs we want to have, we want to eat. So we grocery and we prep for the week. For example, some weeks we have more salmon, fish, and chicken. The other week more steak, turkey, tuna. And that way you're not going to get boring about your food, because I think to restrict it a lot is the first thing that you're going to feel is boring.
Yeah.
And you brought a good point. We are almost the same age. We have almost the same weight. Even she's a little bit taller, has more muscle. I'm not going to complete this sentence.
A lot of that is in your booty, and I would trade it in a second.
But anyways, what works for me doesn't work for her.
Yeah.
What works for her doesn't work for me. Not even talking about body. That one thing that is some food can hurt me and bring me inflammation. That is different for her. But I think we like different food. So if I'm gonna eat her food, I'm not gonna be happy. If she's gonna eat my food, she's not gonna be happy. It is the same calorie.
Yeah. Exactly.
So that is something that we need to thinking about it. Oh, but how am I going to be happy on a diet? It is a mindset.
You're happy because you're eating the foods you love. So, for example, you lose weight by being in a calorie deficit. That's the only way, right? So that's the only way. I don't care if you're doing keto. I don't care if you're doing a juice cleanse or Whole30 or, eating cheeseburgers all day. The only way to lose weight is through a calorie deficit. So the first thing you need to do, that we all should do, is understand what our baseline calories are that we should be eating. And that's very important. But what's most important in that is to understand how much protein we should be eating, because that should be our number one, macronutrient that we're prioritizing for a lot of reasons. But there's a number of different ways to figure out how many calories you should be eating. There are calculators all over online. In fact, if you're watching this on YouTube, and if I can on the podcast, I'll link it below, because there's one really good calculator that I like to use. But that can give you some sort of baseline, is to understand, okay, I can eat to maintain my weight or to lose weight, I can eat 1,800 calories per day, right? And then figure out how you want to distribute those 1,800 calories, prioritizing protein, prioritizing healthy fats and fiber. But you can build your plate around that with the foods that you love. Now, if you're going to eat a cheeseburger, that's and French fries, that's probably going to be half of your 900 out of your 18 calories for one meal. And your stomach's not going to feel great. You're not going to have great biofeedback. You're going to be swollen and puffy from the sodium and the processed food, or et cetera. So it's probably not the best food to eat. But if you referred back to your list and you say, how do I make this fit into my 18 calories? There's going to be a million ways to do that successfully, where you don't feel restrictive and you're still hitting your weight loss or maintenance goals. Yeah.
And also I like to say that, for example, thinking you are in the first step in a stairs, you cannot look to the top and think like you can jump and get there, right? You need to go step by step. If you are coming from eating 2,000, 3,000 calories a day, don't thinking about go to 1,500. Right. 1,200, 1,000. It is not sustainable. It is not health. It is not mental health. You're gonna feel it is too much change at once, so you're gonna make mistake easily. Then if you are eating 2,000 calorie, let's say, and you want to start a diet, or you want to change your lifestyle, what I recommend is keeping eating your 2,000 calorie, but try to eat this 2,000 with a good food.
Yeah.
So if before you had pasta, processed food, whatever, figure it out what you had as a calorie. And so like, okay, I'm going to start, but instead to have this, I'm going to have that. And you're going to have more food. And it's going to be easy if you are not hungry to make change. And then so like, okay, so now I feel like 2,000, it's a lot. So I'm gonna, drop 200 calorie because I want to see more results. I'm gonna, make my deficit bigger and make change, and take time.
Yeah.
Take the time that needed to get there. That way, you're never gonna make step back, even when you make mistakes. Because yes, you're gonna have the days that you're gonna say like, I'm gonna eat the cheeseburger. And do it, and it's why you're gonna be consistent the most of the time and enjoy your cheeseburger or whatever and back to your routine. It is about routine, it's about lifestyle, it's not a quick fix. So find the food the fruits that you like, the veg that you like, the treats that you want to have here and there, and try to calculate it and put it in. And if you don't understand at all about to calculate and you have no passion about it, go for the basic.
Yep. I think that's a good point. If you don't want to, not everybody wants to calculate their macros or calories and like figure out this, although I highly recommend it. But if that's not your jam, start with the basics. Start with prioritizing 20 to 30 grams of protein per meal and look to aim to eat foods that are high in fiber, because that's going to get your metabolism in a really healthy space. And once your metabolism is healthy, your body starts working for you. It's in a happy state rather than having to, like, for example, work to process all this processed shit that you're eating. It's like you're clogging it up. Or if you're deciding just to go like hit the calorie deficit hard and going down to low calories, your metabolism is going to be like, no, I need to survive. I need to help your body function. We're not going to lose weight. And I can actually attest to that because I'm currently prepping for a show. And even though we've been gradually dropping my calories, it gets to a point where my body is like, no, we're not losing weight. I can be at an extreme deficit, be doing an hour of cardio plus weight 6 days a week. And my body is telling me, no, we're not comfortable going there. So and this is obviously for a purpose. That's not the norm, but it just stands true that if you are pushing your body past a healthy limit, past a healthy state, it's going to reject it. And so then you're doing all this work or making all this sacrifice and you're not feeling great and restricting all these foods and you're moody and your sex drive is low and all these things from a low calorie diet. Like for what? Just for your metabolism to be like, I'm not going to be losing weight, or, I'm going to lose weight very slowly, and you're suffering. But we know, because we both prepped and competed for fitness physique shows, that like eating a healthy diet, well-balanced diet with foods you like is such a great way to maintain or lose weight. And it's so effective. It's so good for your mental health. It's so good for those people around you and for your own freedom,
Yeah, for sure. And I think like, with time, you're gonna get more involved with the process. And knowledge is freedom. Every time that you know why. I remember before, when I didn't have idea that a cheesecake have like 1,500 calories, I always enjoy one, maybe one and a half. Now like I have 2 bites, I'm like, I'm okay.
Yeah.
because it's not my favorite. So why am I gonna have like my whole calorie today
Yes.
in a piece of cheesecake? But sometimes it's the food that you like to have.
Yeah.
So sometimes have it. I think the most important is if you are looking for lose weight, find a diet again. Find a lifestyle that's gonna make you happy. That's gonna make the process sustainable. That's gonna bring to you more results.
Yeah.
Is that?
Yep.
Has not perfect diet. How the diet work? Deficit. So any kind of food like lifestyle meal plan you have that you're gonna burn more than you eat, you're gonna lose weight. If you go too hard, your body gonna get in alert phase, so they're gonna hold anything that you eat and
Yeah.
stores as a fat. So it's why the extreme, even Andrea as a bodybuilder, as she said, we are going through a very tough time of prep. And just know it's why our Behind the Body podcast is so important, because you're gonna see this woman beautiful on the videos, on the pictures. You guys have no idea how hard is the process. But at least we try, she enjoy it. Otherwise, what
Right.
would be sustainable for her? If I put she to eat a steak, she gonna throw up and she never gonna do this again.
But it's only sustainable while I'm in the goal, while I'm in the prep, because this is not a state I can live in or would want to live in, right? It's for a specific period of time.
Yeah, I mean, sustainable in this.
I'm like, because I'm gonna eat that.
It is not sustainable actually. But I mean, because she's on prep, and what I want to say is, even she's on prep, even if steak is good, you're not gonna have steak on your.
Well, I'm also vegan, so that's a bad example.
Yeah. No, but yeah, exactly, because you're vegan, so it is something that you can, even I tell you, you're gonna eat, your glutes is gonna be like 3 inches bigger. You're gonna say like, no, I cannot. That is not sustainable for you.
Exactly.
You cannot do it.
Yeah.
Even your goal is to get it.
Yeah.
Big butt.
Get big butt, but I won't eat steak for it.
But yes, actually, bodybuilder, it is so hard to use it as example because it is so extremely and hard.
Exactly. But I think what's a good example is how extreme we do go and how our body pushes back on us. And also, I won't share here because we don't have enough time, but like the mental toll that having this kind of restrictive diet has on you really just fucks with your brain, with your mood, with your, like I said, with your sex drive, with your relationships, with like everything. It makes you food focused, just like no way to live. Of course, I don't mean to make it sound all bad. There's great things that come with bodybuilding, but like when you're just restricting yourself to that degree, it's just not healthy and not necessary. And you mentioned about the cheesecake, and I am such a strong believer of like an 80-20 rule, or even like a 70-30 rule. You do well 70% of the time and you do whatever you want 30% of the time. And I mean, like, by doing well, I mean, you're choosing the right foods, the whole foods, the healthy foods that are giving you the vitamins and minerals and protein that your body needs. And that's 30% of the time. And you're consistent with that, right? Because consistency is a huge part of it. And then 30%, go out and have drinks and go out and have some nachos, margaritas, go have a burger, because it is about living your life. Like your life shouldn't be about the diet, the diet should fit into your life.
You don't live to eat, you eat to live.
Yeah.
I think we have a wrong way to look for food. If, for example, all this time that we go socialize is around food, is around alcohol. It's kind of, we live to eat, but actually we eat to live.
Yeah.
And I think it is the whole point. Enjoy your food, but don't be a slave of the food, you know?
Exactly.
If again, yes, eat your cheesecake, but if you like the cheesecake, it's not because everybody gonna eat cheesecake you're gonna eat the cheesecake.
Exactly. I think it's important to be selective about what you're putting in your mouth.
Make a good choice.
Make it worth it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that's a great point about not knowing that cheesecake is 1,500 calories a slice. And so you're just eating it because it's on the table.
It is so easy to go with the friends.
100%.
And like, dessert.
You may be lukewarm about cheesecake, but you're just eating it because it's in front of you. But I think it's being intentional, right? Like doing things with intention, because this is your life, because you're making the sacrifice, the changes, developing the habits, you know, to be your best self and, or to be in the shape that you want to be and to feel better and to look better. So it's important that like you make the changes that are worth it to you. I love French fries. So in my 30 or 20% that I'm eating whatever I want, I'm drinking red wine, a bottle, and I'm having some French fries. You know what I mean? Because that's important to me and it's satisfying and it's fulfilling and it makes me happy. And so, but I'm not going to be eating cheesecake because I'm not a big sweet fan. Or for that matter, I'm not going to be eating dessert most of the time because I just don't like sweets that much. But you put some French fries or some nachos, like that's my jam.
I'm the opposite.
I know. So
give me some cookies. I don't care about anything but sugar.
I know. My husband's the same way. So, which is good because he can eat all the dessert. And I'm like, I don't want it. But give me another wine while he's having dessert. But I think that it's about having intention. I think it's knowledge is power, like you said. It's about balancing your life, your happiness, your satisfaction with healthy foods and healthy choices and being really consistent with your decision-making process.
For sure. Yeah. Again, the mean, because when we start to talk, you know, oh my gosh, you guys need to see us behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes and behind the body. I think we jumped to like 20 different topics in the matter of 30 seconds, you know.
But I hope you guys get it. The main idea is find a meal plan, a lifestyle that you enjoy it. Mm-hmm. We have so many health options out there right now. We have social media, Google, all the ways, as Andrea said, about how you can calculate and have more knowledge. If you don't have this passion yet, start with the basic. You're gonna get there because again, when you involve with the process, everything I'm not gonna say easier because it is hard, but you start to have a pleasure. Mm-hmm. So that make you excited. For example, I'm not on prep, but I'm prep myself to look a little bit leaner.
Summer body 2023
or maybe 24. I don't know yet. But and I noticed that you know, science, I focus more and prep my food, you know, like with more time, you know, tasting better. Don't starving myself. I work a lot, so it was easier for me having 2-3 meals a day. Even I know that is wrong. I was, you know, doing it. And when I decided to lose weight, the first thing that I need to fix was the little habits, mm-hmm. bad habits that I got it in the last year because the work, the last 2-3 years. So it is a process, you know, and makes the whole difference to be involved, to make my food better, to bring the food with me, to not be hungry, starving myself. It's when I start to, thank God, speed up my metabolism because they want that.
Yeah.
And we're going to share much more about this with Andrea example, myself as well, and so many others. But yeah, I hope you guys get it, that the best diet is the diet that works for you. The diet that is created for yourself.
As a lifestyle and not a quick fix, because you owe yourself more than just a quick fix, you know?
For sure, I agree.
Yeah. And if you have questions about any of this, food preparation, calorie counting, macro counting, weighing your food, how you can manage work with, you know, food and, or going out with, you know, still reaching your goals, let us know in the comments. You can find us on social media and DM us or let us know here. We'd be happy to dive more into it or talk, you know, one-on-one about it, because there's a million ways to do this. And we both have extensive experience with things that work and what doesn't doesn't work. We've been in all the shoes, incorporating good lifestyle habits, changes, but then also falling off the wagon and eating whatever we want and kind of going crazy. But we always bring it back to the basics, which is what works for sustainability. So we're happy. I think we feel passionately about it, and we're happy to talk more about it if it interests you guys. So
if you guys want to see some videos of recipes, the way that we prep our food, our food day eating, to have some idea like how look like a food day of an athlete or a lifestyle, let us know. We are here, and again, our intention is to bring to you guys information, knowledge, our perspective, and try to make like easier, let's say, the process. Not about what you're gonna do, but bringing knowledge so you guys know, okay, I can do this instead that. I can try this. And also the motivation, the inspiration, and everything, the
community,
good vibes. And the most important,
you're not alone, for sure.
For sure.
And I do think that, and I'll end with this and before we move on, but like, I do think that there is a lot of benefit that can come from learning how other people incorporate these types of habits into their life. I know for myself, when I hear what Anna does for food prep, or how, certain ways food is prepared to make it easier or taste better, like that stuff just helps, like it really does. I mean, it's basic, but sometimes we just don't think about it, it's things that could be so simple, sometimes can be life-changing, or changing in our daily lives and our habits. So, anyway, that's all for me. Anything else you want to add?
Well,
I think we could talk about this for hours.
Oh my gosh, days.
We won't go on a bigger tangent than we went on.
And I'm actually a bit excited about the next episode. And again, we are together. Our intention here is bring it, our perspective, our energy, our vibes, our love. And if you feel like you cannot do it, we feel the same. Every day that I wake up at 5 to do my faster cardio, I feel like, no way, today I'm not gonna do it. And I do every day. So without, it is hard for us as well. So you are not alone. The difference between us and you, it's we do it. And we still thinking that you cannot do it. You can do it as well. Just do it. Jump off your bed, and go for. And you're going to feel so much better after.
I like to say, leave your feelings out of it. It's like you said, nobody wants to do it. I don't want to get up and do cardio, but I think, of course, I don't want to do cardio. Who wants to get out of bed and first thing they do is do cardio? But I'm going to do it anyway, because that's the goal. That's the commitment I set for myself.
And we feel so much better after because we get endorphin, serotonin. That is the hormone. We do the diet better during the day. We eat better because
we make good decisions to start with.
Yeah. And, we went hard on ourselves. We went out of our comfort zone. And that is real life, guys.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, well, we hope that you enjoyed this. And again, if you have any questions, let us know. Also, if you have any things to share for the fellow viewers who are watching this or listening to this, post it in the comments below too, as we can all learn from each other. We are Behind the Body community, so we'll keep learning.
Yeah, I hope to see you guys on the next episode.
Yep. So, of course, if you're listening to us on a podcast platform, you please subscribe, let us know what you want to hear about. If you're watching us on YouTube, same thing. Follow us on both, and you can follow us on social. I will, if you're watching us on YouTube, link our social media links so you can find us there. But it's a good topic. Thank you guys for everything. And we will talk to you next time on Behind the Body.
See you guys next week.
Bye.